What's good? Y'all know what it is. Your boy Big Boosie, Street Downs Podcast. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button, man. We're a growing channel, man. We're doing this authentically. And make sure you hit that notification so you'll know when I'm up here, man. Sad situation I covered the other day about the two young girls that was found in a shallow grave in two separate suitcases. They got an update, so I'm gonna update y'all. I'm gonna use this under fair use. I first got the story from Stock Market Steve. Y'all go over to his channel, Stock Market Steve. I rock with him. He does a lot of good work. He's one of my favorite podcasters out there, man. Sad situation, so we're gonna update y'all. And reason why I really did what I did, because I wanted everybody else to share it. Because at first nobody knew who these two girls belonged to. They didn't hear about no schools reporting missing kids, sending a wellness check to nobody's house, nothing. The kids could have been from another state and brought over there. And like I said, whoever did this had to know this area. You didn't bring no kids from just anywhere and pick that spot just to bury them. And now look what they did. And I wanted to say it was a woman and it had to be somebody that know them. I think I did say that, but I pretty much hit it on the nose. It was somebody that knew this spot, and they found the lady in the area not too far from there. And like I said, you don't even know, you can't even call a person like that a monster. I don't even know what you call a person that even think like that. Instead of going unaliving herself, she'd rather do it to the kids and try to live her life. That's crazy to me, man. Something gotta be mentally wrong with her. Got to be. And I hope that that's the case, which she should have been, have sought help or something. I don't know what could have been done to prevent that or this situation from happening, but it's crazy. It's very ridiculous, man, but I'm gonna let y'all hear the update. And then I think we got some more reports in on it, and I'll fill y'all in on that, but check it out.
And good morning, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, coming to you from our digital desk. We want to update you on a story that has really gripped Cleveland and really Northeast Ohio, because this case continues to unfold. And so we want to make sure we've given you the most updated information. We've just gotten a press release from the city of Cleveland to sort of update this. So we're going to try and walk you through this case because it is so convoluted. It starts Monday evening, and we want to show you video from when this occurred. This is on the east side of Cleveland, really near the Ginn Academy. And at this point, it was called in as a man who was walking his dog, and his dog smelled something, for the lack of a better term.
And what's crazy is he said he walked past, as he walks his dog every day, been walking past that spot for a whole week. And his dog been going by, but he kept it moving. And this particular day, the dog just kept sniffing and sniffing. And he said he'd been watching that spot and not paying no attention, and something just sparked his interest to make him go and finally go and look. And he opened it up and seen, I want to say, one of the kids, one of the little girls' head. He jumped back and immediately called the police. This is crazy, man.
It on something, and the man investigated, and it appeared to be a suitcase that was partially buried, or buried in a shallow, what police called a shallow grave. Immediately they began searching that area. They do find that first suitcase, and there was a child's body in there. They start searching the rest of the area. You can kind of see it's a wooded area. As they begin to search that that area, they find a second suitcase that is also partially buried or in a shallow grave, and also contains the body of a young child. And so that's where the case evolved as far as Monday night into Tuesday. A little bit of information came out Tuesday that it appears that the DNA from testing the DNA from the two children that they appeared to be at least half sisters. And that really started the investigation. And from what the Cleveland police say in this press release, that the homicide unit launched in an intensive investigation working to develop leads through area canvassing, witness interviews, and the review of available surveillance footage. Despite limited initial evidence, detectives worked quickly and methodically to advance the investigation. That goes through the course of a day or two. And I want to show you exactly where we are talking in the city of Cleveland on the east side, just so that if you're familiar with the area, that you might be able to just see where we're talking. You can see I-90 on the east side, and we are focusing in on where that red bullet point is. It is the intersection of Midland Avenue and East 162nd. You can see it's just a half a block away from Ginn Academy. And it's really this wooded area that you see on the back of this, what they call Saranac Playground. You see the trees before those, what look like semi-trailers. That's the area that these two suitcases and the two young girls' bodies were found. Let's fast forward to yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, police are back out at that scene after really opening that area up. And I want to make sure we've got the right video here. They go back out to the area to search a home that they develop information on, and they get a search warrant for a house in this area. You can see more of those trailer boxes in the back there. And they start to do more investigating. They go back to a home in the 700 block of East 162nd Street. And according to the police, within less than 48 hours, detectives detained a person of interest and recovered substantial evidence related to the case while they are searching that home on East 162nd. They also find a child inside that home who they say appeared to be in good health. Now, from that, we do know that according to police in their release, that one person was taken into custody. A 28-year-old female was arrested, and she is expected to be charged.
28 years old. That's crazy. Something got to be wrong with her mental. And what a lot of people fail to realize, man, these type of crimes, they got forensic scientists to figure out what they need to know. It's like a fly on the wall. It's simple, and I don't know what being a person mind. We watch these type of newscastings a lot. They got a lot of shows that show how they done caught a person that did things of this nature, even to grown-ups, and they still get caught. What make a person think that they more slicker to do it? I don't get people out here, man. There's other ways to do things, man. Put the kids up for adoptions, anything, man. You just gonna unalive kids? This is crazy. I'm waiting to see what's her relations to these two girls. This is crazy. And where's the father?
Later today. That's where we want to sort of stop with the information given us today from police. What we also know through working this story is that, police have yet to put a name to the 28-year-old arrested. They at least don't put that name in this press release. But what we know is that a 28-year-old woman was arrested yesterday evening, and she was arrested on charges of murder and child endangering. That was the arrest charges and why she was arrested. Now, you at home may want to put two and two together. We can't do that as of yet. All we can do is give you the details of the two bodies that were found, the home that was searched, and that a 28-year-old was arrested in that home. We can also tell you that we know in the city of Cleveland and Cuyahoga County from the Sheriff's Department that this woman was arrested yesterday, Leah Henderson.
And I'm trying to look at her and just see, does she look like she got some type of mental illness with her? And even though you probably really can't tell with certain people, some people you can just look in their eyes and tell. Does she look like she have evil eyes? It baffles me, man, that she would think to do something this stupid, man. And nobody could even feel sorry for her, man. Now, she has a mental problem. Y'all drop in the comments what y'all think. Do you think she still should get death penalty if she has some type of mental illness? Because if she don't have mental illness, it's straight electric chair, whatever you want to call it, man. For real. But if she do, I think we should probably sympathize on that level with just saying that she didn't have the right thought process, brains wasn't working right. I don't know, man. This is crazy, man. Or a mental illness person should still know not to do nothing to a child. Or do we know about mental illness like that? We got somebody that know about it, drop it in the comments for me, man. This is crazy.
She is 28 years old and arrested and expecting charges for murder and child endangering. We are trying to tread lightly here. We are just giving you what we know, that this woman here has been arrested, Leah Henderson, and she has been arrested and is expected to be charged for murder and child endangering.
So they basically saying they're not going to say but so much right now because they can't, because the investigation's still going on. They're trying to find motive. They're trying to figure out exactly how in depth they're going to charge her. So they don't want to speak and exceed their boundaries with this until they get all the full report from the police, is what he's saying.
That's kind of where we have to stop. And again, you at home may be wanting to put two and two together, but we are just sort of pumping the brakes just a little bit. Now, we do know that according to the press release, when we start talking about that house on East 162nd, police are telling us that that is a 28-year-old woman and that she is expected to be charged later today. Now, will we be able to finally connect the dots later today? Very possible. Are we about to get a second 28-year-old woman that is being charged in connection to this case? We will just have to wait and see. More than likely not. But we are just proceeding with caution here, giving you the basics, giving you what we have been told by investigators, because this case is so serious and because so many people are wondering, how does this happen? How does a girl that they believe was 8.5 years old, how does a girl that was 14 years old end up in a suitcase and end up partially buried or buried in a shallow grave very near a school on the east side? So that's where we are at. I do want to read a quote given to us today from Police Chief Dorothy Todd. She says in the press release, there were 2 young lives with their entire futures ahead of them. Our detectives worked tirelessly and with great care to identify those responsible. She goes on to say, investigations of this nature require patience, precision, and discretion. Unlike what is often portrayed on television, every detail cannot be shared publicly. Certain information must remain confidential to protect the integrity of the investigation and ensure justice for these victims. Chief Todd goes on to say that careful and methodical work allowed our detectives to develop evidence needed to make quick identification of a person of interest, ultimately resulting in an arrest. So That's where we stand. Because we are in between news times, newscasts on Channel 19, wanted to make sure we got you the very latest now that the police have put out a new press release. Really, the newest piece of information we got in the last 20 minutes is that when they searched that home on East 162nd, a third person or another child was found in that home, and that child appeared to be healthy. That child has now been placed in the custody of Children and Family Services.
That's crazy, man. Another one was in there, but nothing was wrong with her. I guess she had favoritism. And that goes to my point. Even if she had some type of mental illness, she still understood about the life of the other 13-year-old that was in there. And she did nothing to that child unless she was sizing up to do it later. We don't know, but we gonna find out. And I'll keep y'all filled in a few minutes, man. So you know what it is, your boy Big Boosie. I'm out. See y'all in a few minutes. I'll have another update for y'all in a minute. New to the channel, subscribe, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, man. We running my numbers up. Let's go.